Yep.
All right, it's 5 o'clock. We'll call the City of Cumming Planning and Zoning meeting to order, March 20th, 2018. Number 2, do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Motion to adopt agenda.
Second.
Motion second. Everybody vote. Carries unanimous. Do I have a motion to approve February 20th, 2018 meeting?
Motion we approve the minutes.
Second.
Motion second. Everybody. Carries unanimous. Any old business?
Yes, sir, we do. We have Ansley Hawk Creek LLC rezoning number 2018114. The applicant's attorney has requested postponement until the April 17th Planning Commission meeting.
Okay. 4A has been postponed. 5, new business. Linwood Development Company LLC, annexation number 2018161. Do I have a motion to open public hearing on annexation 2018161?
Motion to open the hearing.
Second.
Motion second. Public hearing's now open. Somebody like to come up and explain to us on Linwood Development Group? Mr. T, how you doing?
See you.
Good to see you.
I'm representing the applicant for this annexation. It's an annexation by the 100% method, and it involves 7 tracts, which consist of 10 different tax parcels in the county. The tract that is contiguous to the City of Cumming city limits is shown as Parcel A in the application. I don't know if you guys have the
We do.
the map. And that's the one that's on Deputy Bill Cantrell Memorial Parkway. That's contiguous to the city limits. The rest of the tracts, if you go down B, C, D, E, F, and G, wrap around from the back part of that Parcel A all the way around and across from where the quarry is, and they cross back over to 400, and it ends where the Lakewood Antiques tract is. And there's 2 out parcels there too that you'll see on those maps. If you look at Parcel A, that's CMC Forsyth Partners LLC. It currently has a residence on it, I believe, but it's designated for CBD under the county zoning ordinance. That one is 5.687 acres. Parcel B behind it is owned by the Shackett's, Robert and Jane Shackett, and that's an undeveloped parcel that's zoned R1. It's 22.358 acres, has nothing on it. In the past, there has been activity in seeking, I believe, a conditional use permit with a higher density zoning in the county. Parcel C is adjacent to the Shackett tract, and that's owned by Agnes Management Company, Agnes Slack LP of Georgia. That's an undeveloped tract that's zoned industrial in the county. It's M1. It's 54.13 acres, and it's there on Ronald Reagan. Tract D is a frontage tract that's a smaller tract that's actually fronting on Ronald Reagan across from the quarry. That's owned by Agnes Slack LP of Georgia. That's undeveloped, zone to the CBD district under the county's ordinance. Then you can proceed on to Tract E, and I believe that's where it crosses 400. Actually, you get to Tract G first before you get to E, but E is the next one that's been labeled. That's owned by Cable Investments LC. That's a CBD tract. There's a vehicle sales and leasing tract on it. It's a very small parcel with an old single-family residence on it that's commercial use.
At E? I'm sorry.
That's E.
Yeah.
E, okay, that's what I thought.
That's if you're looking at the Lakewood
That's the
Antiques.
little white.
On
On the left.
yeah,
white
it's a little
trucks
white
and-
building
gotcha.
that's got cars, new cars out in front of it, and some trucks, I believe, is what they sell and they lease. Tract F is another out parcel that's in front of Lakewood Agnes Slack Memorial LP. That's an overflow lot that they use for the market. That's on CBD, and that's 1.14 acres. And then there's the G tract, which is 2 tax parcels owned by Cable Investments LC and Agnes Slack LP of Georgia. And that's basically the property that the Lakewood Antique Market is situated on. It's on CBD and M1. It's a total of 23.65 acres, and it backs up to Georgia 400, directly contiguous in terms of the way the property lines would go to Track C. I believe that was the way it was originally purchased by the SLAC entity back in the 1960s. It's all been owned by the same person since then. The existing zonings are commercial. The applicants are two applicants. One is Linwood Development Group, LLC. The other is Richard Brown, that's been named is the named applicant that's appeared on the face of the application. The applicants would be seeking an HB zoning, which would be the most, after looking at the different available districts, it appears to be that it's the most appropriate, compatible category to the county zoning that would be available in the city. The application would not create any unincorporated islands. It's the 100% method, so it's all by the consent of all the property owners.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Do I have any questions?
Any questions from the board?
No, sir.
I've got the question. We've got the different owners, and then the applicants are Linwood, and Richard Brown. Is these pieces under contract to them, or is it just what's the?
I believe there's a contract for the Linwood Development Group.
Okay.
And that's the reason for them being the applicant. Richard Brown is an individual that's acted as a manager primarily for the SLAC properties, but he's been, in order to consolidate it, he's appearing as the applicant for all the others too.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to clear that up. Thank you, Mr. T.
And
I'll
I
have
believe,
some more questions in a minute for
Right.
right now. Is there anyone else that would like to speak for or against this annexation/rezoning? Do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close the hearing?
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote. Public hearing now closed. Scott, do we have any?
We have staff
from
report.
the City?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to read that into the record, please. The property owners have made application to the proper authorities to annex 7 parcels totaling 110.524 acres, more or less, and rezone them to city highway business. 3 of the 7 parcels have commercial structures on them, 3 parcels are vacant, and 1 has a residence on it with plans to demolish the house. Staff recommends approval of the annexation pending a no objection notification from Forsyth County, which we've not yet received, and rezoning all the parcels to highway business with the following 3 conditions. Number 1, the existing residential structure on parcel A will be demolished and removed prior to any new construction. Condition number 2, the existing commercial structures on parcels E, F, and G cannot be expanded, modified, or renovated unless approved and permitted by the Planning and Zoning Department. Condition number 3, all future development and designs on any parcels shall be approved by the mayor and council and permitted by the Planning and Zoning Department. I'll be happy to answer any questions the board might have.
Thank you. You got anything? Just to clarify, Scott, on a couple of things. We're going ahead and doing this, but we have not received the no objection notification from Forsyth County. So
That's
will you
correct.
please
I understand
clarify that
from
issue?
council that they're working on it. They're looking at it today, but we've not received that 30-day letter yet. We of course, have received a letter, 5-day letter, saying they received the request.
So that's one pending thing, and the other pending issue is the Sharon Springs, but that's out of our control too.
That's correct.
Just in the public forum, just let everyone know there's 2 issues there that we have nothing to do with. All right, is anything else, guys? Okay, I make a motion. We send Linwood Development Group LLC annexation number 2018161 forward to the council for approval for annexation of all parcels and also the rezoning of all parcels to city highway business. Do I have a second?
Second.
Everybody vote. Carries unanimous. Thank you. Any announcements?
No, sir, Jeff?
Got a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
Motion second.
Second.
Everybody vote. We're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.